Hello, traders. Welcome back to Your Nifty Guy, and I hope all of you are doing well. You probably noticed that I haven't been posting the daily trade plan videos for the last few sessions, and there's a very clear reason for that. The market right now is behaving in a completely random and event driven manner, and this is not the environment where I want you to trade aggressively and burn your capital. As traders, our first job is capital protection, not participation. So instead of forcing daily setups in a low quality market, today we are stepping back and doing something far more powerful. We'll analyze the monthly and the weekly time frame to understand the bigger picture, the major zones, and where the next high probability trade opportunities can come from. Because when the higher time frame levels come into play, that's when real positional and high conviction trades are born. If you appreciate this kind of practical and responsible approach to trading, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment down below about how you are finding the current trading scenario with regards to Nifty or the overall uh, trade circle or whatever is going on in the stock market right now. How are you finding it and what are you doing about it? Uh, I am not trading very actively in Nifty as I used to because right now there's a very weird pattern that I am observing. So markets close near the day's low, then it has been gapping up again. The highs are getting the whatever the swing high are coming, they're getting being sold into, and we're seeing aggressive selling, and there's no clear price action. So if you can see exactly on the 15 minutes or the hourly time frame, we have been in a sideways rut. So I had actually drawn these levels yesterday itself while I was analyzing. See this particular trend line coming in from top, and out here we could see a kind of market taking in supports from these bottoms. Again, ignore today's price action because this formed today when I had not drawn this particular level. So this particular was a triangle consolidation that I had observed. Again, today, uh, prices opened with a slight gap down and continued absolutely downwards with a big fall coming around 3 p.m. Now, I believe this is with regards to the MSCI rebalancing and not nothing major related to the Indian stock market. Now, I am not sure how long is this entire thing going to last, and how true or how easy will it be? Will the trades be going further ahead into the weeks ahead? But then there is a clear anomaly into what is being happening in the Indian markets right now. Uh, but whatever it is, we need to face the trend. I am using my time to find out and devise some stock specific trading setups, which again, in case of successful back testing, which I am planning to do over the weekend, I might make a separate video on that as well, wherein how am I finding out the stocks which can do well on an intraday basis, and if at all, despite if we are not trading Nifty, can we use that stock specific approach? We have to start from a very different setup altogether, wherein we first figure out the sector which is doing good or bad depending on the overall sentiment in the market, and then we find out the candidates which are more likely to give us a move in our favorable direction, be it up or be it down. So I am using that particular time that I have in the live markets to find out, and I'm been experimenting with small quantities. Even that has been going good. So let's hope we'll have some content related to that in the near future. But as of now, honestly, things are not looking great. So we just ended the Feb series, and that is the reason to start with the monthly time frame analysis first. I am removing or hiding all the drawings that we have. Now, on the monthly time frame, number one, we are again, if we ignore this particular setup, we the higher high, higher low is still forming. Again, yes, there is a good shift after this particular move, which came down. We went up, although we did not cross this particular high, but then we take a small pullback and then we created a new high. Although there was a good RSI divergence, which we are seeing right now. And yes, Feb month candle was a very big range candle. It has almost engulfed the entire January candle, and we see kind of a negative closing itself, which has been very, very evident in the way the trades were happening. And after this particular candle out here, we have seen again the candles are reversing. So we saw the reversal candle in the week that was the 2nd of Feb week, and now this current week we saw this particular candle, which is the high is lower than previous week's high, the low is lower than, so the high is lower than previous week's high, the low is lower than previous week's low, and we have got a closing which is below the low of last 2 weeks, not just the last week, but the last 2 weeks. And this, in sense, would be putting in some pressure on the smaller time frame trades that we will be taking. So 24 350, 24 600, 24 350. Yeah. So these are again we'll talk about those levels when we reach those. But then try to understand this is the swing on. We are very, very close right now. Although 700, 600 odd points, we are still away from this particular swing. But then the way things are shaping up in the Indian stock market, not liking it one bit. I had also observed that we are kind of moving in a parallel channel post this particular big candle. The smaller price action which is there has been moving in this particular smaller channel which is there. And yeah, let's see if we are continuing this particular bounce. So let's see from this low till this high. Okay, we had already drawn the uh, fib levels and we are below it as well. So Indian markets are kind of weak currently, and we'll have to devise all our trading around it. So my only and sincere suggestion would be to not trade very, very aggressively. Just hold on for a second, guys. I just need to check something. Yes. So yeah, Indian markets have been showing signs of weakness, right, ever since we got this particular big gap up, which was almost near to the all-time high. And from the moment the prices opened out here on the news of the India US trade deal, we have been drifting slowly and steadily on the downside. And if you can see the price structure, the structure that we speak about so often on this particular channel is of lower highs, lower lows. If you simply do it, change it again, lower highs, lower lows. This will, you'll be finding it a bit confusing because it's only the line chart takes only into account the closings, whereas out here you see the highs and lows as well. So you can see that the structure is clearly and clearly bearish right now, and that is how we will be planning our trades. And like I was speaking out earlier, sincere suggestion would be do not trade aggressively in the Indian stock markets right now. Try to take a stock specific approach if you can, devise a strategy around that. And most importantly, for Monday, so Monday is the weekly expiry of Nifty, Tuesday being holiday for Holi. Monday is the weekly expiry. So if you are trading on Monday, make sure you are shifting your trading to the following week's expiry. If you are into buying options of Nifty, make sure to do that small change. You will be paying a slightly higher premium for your entries, but then you will be doing your capital and yourself a much, much needed favor. Apart from that, yeah, let's plan the trade setup for Monday. Keeping things very simple. A lot will also depend on the opening. We can plan a short trade out here again because this today's day today's day I not call exactly as trending, but yes, we did get a good amount of move at the end of the day. And in case if we get something like this at the start of the of Monday session, wherein we get a bearish candle wherein prices are drifting and we get a closing below today's low and then the high of that candle gets taken out, that can be a good scalp trade on the long side, right? And of course, below today's low, we'll also be drifting back and will be breaking out of this particular sideways consolidation. We might as well see some reversals from here. So in case if we are seeing some good double bottom again, but I will not be too keen on taking any fresh new fresh new buying trades right now until and unless we cover at least 50% of today's range, or maybe we can take this high along with today's low. That will mostly be above this consolidation we saw today. Yes, the 0.5 to 0.618 zone is here. So let us also mark that on our chart. And good that it has come out in red color. So yes, out here again, if we around these levels, if we see some negative price action, we can take a trade on the short side. Uh, Long opportunities only to be explored only and only above this particular level. Uh, Not too confident about again resuming very active trading in Nifty. Of course, I am observing everything. I am observing the way VIX has been behaving, the way implied volatility has been behaving, and making it extremely difficult. So you might be thinking that as an option buyer, things are getting difficult because there is no clarity in the market, or there are random moves happening in the market. It is equally difficult a phase for option sellers as well, because the option selling setup that I have been, that has been in a very big drawdown with constant stop loss days and very less days wherein, even if there are days wherein we have hit some good decay early in the day, once these violent moves on the opposite side comes in, it takes all the profits away. Ultimately, we are getting out either at cost, or slight losses or slight profits. So it is not just, it is becoming difficult for only option buyers. The scenario overall sentiments are very, very uh, in a phase which has not been seen very frequently on Nifty, or very recently on Nifty. So let's hope things get better. And yeah, so that is the analysis for Monday, and that was the bigger picture from the monthly and the weekly time frame. Right now, the focus is not on trading every single day. The focus is on trading right. Let the market come to our higher time frame levels and let the price action confirm, and only then we deploy capital. Until then, patience is the real position. If you found this analysis helpful and you resonate with this disciplined approach to trading, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Your Nifty Guy, because here we don't chase trades, we wait for high probability opportunities. I'll be back as soon as the market starts offering cleaner setups. Now, this is a change from what I always tell you guys, that I'll be seeing you guys post the next day's market. It depends on at all if there is something important about the price action being developed and I need to convey it to you guys. I will definitely be making the video. I'll be taking out time, but then if not, I will be waiting for certain some kind of positivity or some kind of warnings that I might have to present to you guys. So yeah, till then, protect your capital, trade light and trade smart. This is your Nifty Guy signing off. Cheers and thanks for tuning in.